Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, 2020, and this is the Flight Sim News. So, the guys at 1C Game Studios have released a little bitty patch for IL2 4.008, which is 4.008C. The little list of changes and improvements is right here, and one of them is the IL2 mod 1941 skins have been restored. Not sure why. When joining a co-op multiplayer server in VR mode, the hangar is visible correctly now. The Ice Ring mission logic improved to address certain situations where no permission to land was given. The Kuban map details have been improved somewhat. I like that. They've been improved somewhat. So they've done something to it. So taking off from Gelendzhik Airfield won't happen towards the mountains in the Kuban career. Air start in Moscow career won't happen at too low of an altitude, potentially causing an air crash. That's always good. Player tank won't hang in the air when moving over a destroyed artillery position. That's a really good one. Tank commander now reports when MG ammo is spent. And Bow MG gunner reports that the ammo is spent only when there are no rounds left, not when a magazine is spent. Fair enough. If you go to your IL2 launcher, you should be able to get this update now. I don't know about the Steam version since I don't use that, but I do use the standalone version direct from 1C Game Studios. All right, guys. Next up is a free campaign by Ranger 17. It's the A10C Operation Piercing Fury campaign. So if you have the A10C and you're looking for a new experience, check it out. It looks like it's free. It's over there under the user files. Looks like there's 15 action-packed, story-driven missions, over 700 custom voiceovers, 200 pages of detailed operation orders supporting documentation, and the A10C Warthog is required to be installed for the campaign. It's a freeware version, so I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. Team Fusion Simulations. They posted this over on Twitter. IL2 Stormovik Desert Wings Tobruk also sees the channel map scenario extend from the end of the Battle Britain, August 1941. Here are screenshots of a dogfight between Spitfire VBs and B109F-4s. I just recently got my hands on IL2 Cliffs of Dover Blitz. It was on sale for a couple bucks, and you're going to need that if you want to play the Desert Wings, because it's an expansion upon that. So I jumped in there and started giving it a shot, and I'll tell you what, it is kind of cool. It's hard to go backwards a little bit. You know, the IL2 Great Battles stuff is absolutely amazing, but this isn't bad, you know, or I'm not going to say this because I haven't seen Desert Wings yet, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is that, you know, the Cliffs of Dover stuff is what this is built upon. And, of course, the Desert Wings Tobruk is supposed to include many different improvements and fixes and additions. But what I'm seeing is still quite fun, and especially for something that was only $6. Now this is going to be like $70. So again, don't confuse what I'm saying here. I'm just saying in general, like the Cliffs of Dover interface that I've seen so far really is, you know, quite dated, but when I got in there and I started flying one of the missions, I was pleasantly surprised, and because of that, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on Desert Wings. I think it's going to be fantastic. The guys at the Fighter Pilot Podcast have put up a new episode. It's been a while since they posted something, and this week it's the F-86 Sabre, and their featured guest is Lieutenant Colonel Jim Skinny McClellan. Air National Guard retired. I can't wait to listen to this one. I love the Fighter Pilot podcast. These guys really do some good stuff. I'll throw a link to this in the video description so you can check it out for yourself. So the big news Monday is that Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming out August 18th. And what they've done is they've got 3 different versions. I think the standard edition here is like $59. The next step up I think is $89, and then for $119.99 or $120 you get the premium deluxe. And what they're doing here is 20 planes and 30 airports. Boom. Next step up, 25 planes, 35 airports. Next step up, 30 planes, 40 airports. And I was looking at a list, and I think what I realized that sucks is that their Dubai looks amazing and fantastic. And what I don't know is if when they say airports, do they mean you don't get the terrain surrounding that area if you don't get the deluxe version? You know what I mean? Because it would suck if you didn't get Dubai. If you decide to fly all the way there, you should be able to see the scenery. But what I don't know, and what hasn't been made very clear, is, okay, you don't get the airport for Dubai if you have the deluxe or the standard version. But can I still get to that scenery? Very good question, isn't it? And I think that's going to, change what people think about this product overall. Because, yeah, that would kind of suck. The other thing I noticed was Orbx was announced to support the new Microsoft Flight Simulator, and they're pretty big in supporting the old Flight Simulator and X-Plane, and is it Prepare 3D? They do scenery for a lot of the different civilian aviation simulations, and that was another piece of news. Also, there is this. This is the official trailer. This is going to be interesting to see this in 4K. I want to know how it runs in 4K, because I don't think there's a machine out there known to man that's going to run this perfectly in 4K. But it really does look outstanding. That looks amazing. That looks fantastic. Holy shit. I want to fly through that so bad. Now, I want to fly the extra 300. That'll be cool. That was Dubai right there. So a few things I'm going to say about that. One, you can play the standard version if you have the Xbox Game Pass. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to jump in there for $1 and play it for a month, and if I dig it, maybe I'll invest in it. But I saw the list of planes, and there isn't a lot there that really impresses me on the list. However, the scenery looks amazing. So I'm going to try the Game Pass, and I suggest anybody to do that, really. I think that might be the way to go. You can get the Game Pass for a month for $1 or $3 or whatever the hell it is these days, and jump in there and give it a shot and see if it's something that you would dig. But it does look pretty impressive, and if anything, I hope this really does, up the game of everybody else out there once they see what can be done in a flight simulation, and then maybe try to do better themselves. You know, this might be a good thing for us in general as flight sim enthusiasts. So, over at the Stormbirds, Shamrock15 has put together a breakdown of the pre-order trailer, and it's pretty cool. If you're looking for a little bit more about this and what he has to say about it, get on over there and check out. I'll throw a link to this in the video description as usual, and you can check it out for yourself. So lastly, I'm a toy fanatic. I always have been. My recent thing has been G.I. Joes. I've jumped back in and started collecting G.I. Joes again, and they're just so freaking awesome. I'm a big Star Wars guy. I have a pretty intense Boba Fett collection of things in general, everything to do with Boba Fett. I got some really nice Alex Ross art prints that I really like with Batman and Superman. I got a bunch of different Funko Pops. I'm just a big little kid in general, you know. And a couple weeks ago, whenever they came out with that skin for DCS for the F-14 to make it look like a Sky Striker, I think that was the beginning of the end for me, because that really got me back in the G.I. Joes too, or it helped push me in that direction. Hasbro just came out with a new series of 6-inch action figures called the Classified series, and then that got me in, and now I'm down that rabbit hole of, you know, collecting 3 3/4 G.I. Joes. But this just popped up the other day, and it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and as you see, it is Top Gun, and it's a Transformer that they've named Maverick. That is so awesome. And as you can see, he turns into an F-14, and oh, look at the helmet. How freaking awesome is that? So I haven't done it yet, but I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to have to pre-order that, because number one, it's a Tomcat. Number two, it's Top Gun branded. Number three, it's got a fantastic Maverick helmet. Number four, I've always liked Transformers, but my God, thank God I've never went down that wormhole, because wow, that can cost you a lot of money. You know, a lot of the things I collect can be a bit over the top sometimes, depending on what you want. But man, Transformers, ooh, that's an expensive habit. But this is only $50, and the Tomcat itself looks rather nice. I like the little bit of weathering that they've got going on here, and you know, considering it transforms and everything, I think it looks pretty cool. And I have a feeling I'm going to pre-order this. And again, it's only $50, guys. So not so bad. It's going to be coming out on the 7th of October 2020. And again, this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so I'll throw a link to this in the video description so you can check it out for yourself. So the last thing I wanted to mention was the updater issue that I mentioned the other day with the DCS updater. Oh look, one more thing. He's got the volleyball right there. He comes with a volleyball too, so he can, like, you know, play volleyball like they did in Top Gun. Isn't that crazy? But really cool little nods, you know what I mean, to Top Gun in general. So sorry I went off track there, but lastly, I wanted to cover the DCS updater. There was an issue the other day where the updater was wiping out people's hard drives, and I put out that news piece, and I guess the day that I put out the news piece, they had already fixed it. I didn't find that. My bad. Anyways, if you do jump into DCS, the updater automatically updates to the new updater, and supposedly that fixed the issue that they were having. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys,